Hi, today I want to talk about loving relationships, intimate relationships, and how adult children of alcoholics are affected in those relationships. So I will be first talking a bit about the past, what impact it might have had on you, and then what to do to make it easier for you. So starting with the past. So living with one or both alcoholic parents, what does that mean? This means uncertainty, it means ongoing chaos, it means that we never talk about feelings, needs, right? It leaves us most of the time with emotional, psychological, or now it is even confirmed that neurological changes. Because we know that complex PTSD, these are due to changes in our brain. So we are left with a lot of scars. So now, how does it going to impact us in those intimate relationships? So first of all, we're going to have trust issues, right? Because we will be worrying that we will be betrayed or abandoned, because this is how we felt as kids. Then we're going to have codependency issues. So we're either gonna end up in relationships with another alcoholic who we will be trying to change and heal them, or if that person is not going to be an alcoholic, but in general we're going to put everyone else first and we're going to come last. Then communication issues. Well, we didn't talk at home about how we feel, what hurts us, what needs do we have. There were no boundaries, right? All the situations where there were problems were either resolved with avoiding it or with anger, or even physical abuse, like in my case, right? I shouldn't be laughing, but this is kind of sad truth. Then we might have control issues, because we want to gain this sense of, like, we know what's going on in our relationship, and we want to gain a sense of security here. Then we may become clingy or clingy, I'm not sure. I like to say clingy. I'm not sure what the right way is to say, but this comes from this internal neediness for love. And very often it comes when people don't really want us. Somehow internally we are feeling it, but we somehow are drawn to those people like a rubber band, right? And all our insecurities keep coming out there, and this is the result. Then denial and avoidance. Denial and avoidance, I'm seeing it both ways. So two ways. One way, we kind of avoid intimate relationships completely. We might go just for kind of random sex relationships, which are not good for us anyway, because we become very easily attached. So this completely should be avoided by us. But then we also end up in denial, which means that very often we are not seeing the red flags, or we are seeing it, but we don't want to see it. So what that means is, it is something what we've learned at home, right? Shit is happening at home, but we are going to school with a big smile on our faces like nothing happened. And that's what we are doing right now. Very often we are pretending like things are not happening, but they are. And then emotional struggles. So people like us have difficulties to regulate our emotions. This is one of the symptoms of complex PTSD. Then on top of it, the anger. And of course, there are a lot of situations in relationships which keep triggering us, and we keep getting emotional and angry. And of course, this keeps causing a lot of issues. Very often it causes that the person that we are with us, that the person that is with us is just going to leave us, because they just don't want to deal with that. And then toxic relationship patterns. Well, this is what we're finding out, right? We keep ending up in those relationships which are not good for us. The pattern is there. And again, we don't want to see what's going on. And it feels like those loving relationships, even though we may end up in some loving relationships, we somehow drift away from those. Like we self-sabotage our way out because this is not familiar to us. And we keep drifting towards those toxic relationships. So this might be just sex relationships, relationships with married people. You might not necessarily know that you are with a married person. This happened to me in the past. The person might be drug addict or alcoholic, or there might be emotionally in a worse state than you are. This happens to me as well. So this is happening over and over and over again. The drama continues. So what to do to stop it? Well, first of all, you need to actually recognize that there is a pattern. You need to see that these relationships are coming back to you, and they keep happening to you. So why is it happening? Probably you are drawn, like I said before, to those relationships that are more familiar to you. But until you start seeing the pattern, you're not going to be able to change it. So being aware what is happening, that's the first step to creating change. And then I know that a lot of us feel like, we are in this victim/blame game, right? Because my parents did this to me, now this is happening to me. Yes, I do agree with this, and for many, many years I was in that blame/victim game myself, but this is your life now. You are an adult and you are creating your life. So until you're going to play victim role here, again, you're not going to be able to change it. You are creating your own life, so open your eyes and see what is happening and how you are committing to this by choosing people that you are choosing. Okay, so once you establish that you know the patterns, you know that you are committing towards your reality, now is the time to take a step back and take a break. And by take a break, I mean go completely on a dating detox, and this includes sex detox completely. You are going to go on a break where you're going to start learning all those things, because whatever you've done until now didn't work. So now you need to start doing it differently. And how are you going to do it if you don't know how to do it differently? You need to learn it. So take a step back, take your time and learn. Learn about female and male dynamics. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say boundaries, right? Learn how male and female are different. So it's good to actually take a break and explore all those things and learn about yourself as well, And then slowly, after some time, you can slowly start dating again. But what does that mean? You're not going to jump in straight away, deep dive, no. We're going to introduce dating slowly. You're going to go and explore. No sex policy still applies. If you apply this policy, because for us it's quite hard to judge who have the good intentions, who doesn't. So if you apply no sex policy, then you're going to see how quickly the players run away. It takes just one date. They run quickly. So no sex policy, and then go and start slowly dating. But in order to be successful in it, you need to first of all know what you want. Very often people like us, including myself, for very, very long time, I actually didn't know what I want. I didn't know how the person is supposed to look like, behave, how am I supposed to feel around them. It's very important to know what do you want and where potentially you could kind of, okay, say, I don't need these characteristics, but he definitely needs to have those. So you need to sit down and write those to make sure that you know what you are looking for. And then of course, going back to stop pretending, right? We cannot pretend anymore. Things are the way they are. Even if you want to really be in a relationship, that's fine. But if you go for people just because you need love, you're going to end up in the wrong relationship. So it's important to understand that you need to take it easy. And also I can advise hypnotherapy or psychology session to talk to someone about this. Or hypnotherapy is a really amazing tool where you can discover all those limiting beliefs which you didn't have idea of its existence. I hope this was helpful, and if you liked it, please like below, follow me as well, and comment if you have something else to add, better ways to find love at some point. We all would like to know about this. And thank you. See you next time.